Let's edit a QR code and make it all the colors in the rainbow that you would like. This QR code that you're looking at right here, if you have a QR code reader in your phone, you can go ahead and scan that QR code and it'll take you to sillybilly.com. There are several steps involved. The QR code that I started out with started out like this. This was generated, and when I started out, it was like this, and now it looks like that. You can use any colors that you want. You can use fill, stroke. The thing is, you have to play with it until it works. QR codes are very sensitive. So just be careful and have your phone ready with a QR code scanner. And what does work doesn't work, and what doesn't work doesn't work. Real complex design, maybe too much of a gradient. I've tried images. If you're going to put images in there, they have to be all like dark. So anyway, here's this video will get you started. Now the first thing you need is a QR code, and this place right here, it's the-qrcode-generator.com. It's free on the internet, and you go there and just click URL up here, and then you type in the URL and it generates this QR code. And then you just click this save button, and when you click save, they'll give you the option for an EPS, an SGB, or a PNG. I tried the EPS. The EPS comes out a bit more complicated than I would like when you take it into Illustrator. The PNG gave me just what I wanted. It was simple, and that's what we're going to use in this video. You click save it wherever you want it to, and then you bring it into Illustrator. So now we're in Illustrator, and I'm going to import that PNG. File place. This is located on my desktop. sillybilly.ping. And I'm going to bring it in large. The first thing I'm going to do is embed it. And then I'm in my layers palette over here. I'm going to make a new layer. Drag it below layer 1. I'll call it BG, just so you know where it is. And I'm going to deselect my I'm going to deselect the QR code and lock that layer just so it doesn't move around. And then in the background layer, I'm going to make a rectangle. Okay, so we got that taken care of. We've got this fill in the background, and I do that for a reason. Now I'm going to lock the background layer, unlock my QR code layer, and I'll just call that QR in the layers panel. So now I'm going to select it, and I am going to go to image trace. And it's going to give me these options. I am going to select black and white logo. Okay, so that turns it into vectors. And now I'm going to go to object expand. And now I'm going to go object ungroup. And I'm going to ungroup until I can't ungroup anymore, which is now. Okay, now I'm going to get out my phone and see if this thing works, because it looks a little bit distorted. It's working. It's taken me to sillybilly.com on my cell phone, so I'm happy with that. So now, here's why I have this purple background because I want to go in here now that we've expanded and we ungrouped 2 times. Now I can come in and click in the whiteness and delete. And I'm going to get rid of everything that is white. There we go. We just click away because all we want is the QR code. So we just click and click and click. I could shift click, 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 shift click, delete. And we just keep on shift clicking and deleting to get rid of all the little white parts that we don't want. There we go. Okay, everything's gone. Now I can hide the background layer. And this is all we want right here. So I've got my cell phone. It's an Android Galaxy. And I'm going to, yep, it's still working. And you have to test as you go. Test as you go. Okay, and it's still trying to go to that URL. So now, from here, these are all separate parts. And you can either go in and select everything and make sure you are set to fill color and not stroke color. But you can make this thing pretty much any color that you want. And all you have to do is just test as you go. You can apply stroke, but test as you go. So up here, see, I'm going to select everything. Maybe select a maroon color just for the heck of it. Then I'm going to shift click these guys, and I'm going to make that black just because I want to. And then I'm going to come down. Then you can click on any of these colors and just change color. Now you or your client may have some color combination that is not as severe as what I'm doing. I'm going to, yep, it's still working. It's still working. I might go up to this one, and I'm going to apply a black stroke, and I'm even going to give it a dashed line. This gap is way too big. Make that a 5. And over there, make this a 5. There you go. Increase that. Just a little decoration. Give that a test and see if that works. Still working. I'm testing as I go. And then now this is a big group of colors down here. I might just, for the heck of it, that's stroke color. Let's swap that. Okay, let's see if that's still working. It's still working. I mean, so that's what you do. It's now we're going to sillybilly.com on my phone. So you can come in here, you just test as you go. You could probably even put a mask in there and have an image show through, but there has to be a clear color differential. Like you have this white background or some background that will let the QR code show through. And there are many QR code decorators on the internet. You can just click a color, but I haven't found any that where you could go in and actually select these individual vector objects and change those all individually, which allow you to create a very decorative QR code.